Then there is the case of Olivier Douaumont, who is a former French member of the European Parliament, unbelievable power broker, tippity top, doesn't get much higher than this. He's at the tippity top of French circle of elitists and one of the first to get behind Emmanuel Macron. When you read stories about him, he's like so powerful that at these elite clubs where you're required to wear a tie, he's the guy that can walk inside and doesn't have to pay attention to the dress code, okay? So he got behind Emmanuel Macron right away, attended several campaign meetings, and would be passing notes to Macron. And when Macron qualified for the second round of the presidential election, he celebrated next to Macron at a restaurant called La Rotonde. And after Emmanuel Macron won, he used his magazine, which is called Pouvoirs, to compare Emmanuel Macron to General Charles de Gaulle. So again, this magazine is owned by Olivier Douaumont. He was just doing the press and the propaganda on how amazing Emmanuel Macron was, defending him against any media critics. Olivier Douaumont would also boast openly about his meetings at the Élysée Palace, and it was also reported in Paris Match that he gave Emmanuel Macron advice on how to navigate public scandals, particularly one which involved Macron's deputy chief of staff, a guy named Alexander Benalla, in the summer of 2018. Douaumont was also present at a lunch where Brigitte Macron handpicked Macron's prime minister. Again, we'll get into that. Brigitte Macron handpicking the prime minister. Why was it Brigitte? Which led the public to asking questions about what Brigitte and Douaumont had in common, how they knew each other. So I have to imagine that for Emmanuel Macron, it really came as another oopsie for the couple when in January of 2021, Olivier Douaumont's stepdaughter, a woman named Camille Coucher, published a book and publicly accused him of having sexually abused her twin brother, Antoine Kushner, when he was 13 or 14 years old. Le Monde, again, that's the equivalent to the French New York Times, were the ones who broke the story. One of the publications, Le Nouvel Obs, another publication, France, wrote, quote, "In the evenings, kids sometimes have to act out sex scenes in front of their parents." This is what was taking place at Douaumont's residences. They go on to write, "One evening, the teenagers are asked to tell how they lost their virginity. On another, mothers dress their 12-year-old daughters in provocative outfits, smear them with lipstick, and send them off to dance with men that are 30 years older." Paris Match wrote, quote, "Hardly anyone is offended to see Camille, then just a teenager, being asked to simulate an orgasm in front of the adults." Now, regarding this, you're probably wondering, was he brought to justice? Or maybe you're wondering, hey, maybe she's not telling the truth, right? Maybe she just made it all up for attention because this is a powerful guy. Oh, lucky for Olivier Douaumont, the statute of limitations had already expired, so he was never brought to justice. But in mid-April of that same year, it was reported in the French media, and you can fact-check this on Wikipedia, that he admitted to it. He admitted that he sexually abused his stepson. I don't know, guys. Just another oopsie in the Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron orbit that keeps coming up. Now, I am giving you not even the surface of what it is that I know about this couple, okay? This literally is an introduction because everything that I am saying, I know the English world has never heard.